Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Bardo. Tonight I'm unfortunately going to show a loss. Yeah, it's been a while since we've had one. I don't actually remember the number. I'll get that and I'll link it up. But 222, Symbol Clan, yeah, lost by 2 stars. Percentages were pretty close. And we'll have a quick look as to why. You can see the lineup for us is a lot different than it would usually be. We actually have 8 of our top guys out sitting in above and beyond for a organised war. So unfortunately I've set it up and kind of set us up to fail, where I probably should have looked at the teams and maybe just gone a little bit lighter. But you can see there they did leave the 1 star on Dynamo, but they were actually 3 Town Hall 11s and a 10. That was a max base to our 2 Town Hall 11s and a 10.5. So yeah, props to them. They done well. They had a lot of good high Town Hall 9s, and our guys really responded and did really well with that as well. So for me personally, my war was pretty shit. I'll be honest. You can see 2 1-stars with Barno 82. And the other big caller for me was Clan Mascot, and I actually stuffed up both of my attacks on 11. So definitely not faultless. It's just one of those things, you know. This is what Clash is, and I love fair play. It's the opportunity to go out gunslinging and have your best go, and unfortunately we did not come out the victors. So yeah, we start again from the big fat 0, but let's have a bit of a look at the guys that did well. So our Town Hall 9s did really well. We didn't need too many hit downs or anything like that. We used our 9.5s of course, but it meant Clan Mascot and even 1 pirate attack got to hit up top, so we did well with that. And I did like this attack from Shade. This was a re-hit, and it had a hound in the clan castle. So Shade's gone in with the Govaho, which is a really strong army, because the Valks just tank the hound. It just does nothing. So he's done really well with this. Didn't put his queen inside, which was interesting, because he's actually going to lose his healers, but at the same time the Valks get through the core. And you'll see the hogs start to come out now, and you can see he picks up those internal compartments with which the Valks didn't get to. So really good war strategy for the base. Brilliant attack. His heroes are getting up there, old Shade, 25-28, and he unfortunately, I think he hit a 98% on his first attack. So yeah, really good war, Shade. Unfortunate not to get the 6-pack. Now we'll have a look at number 8, and this was Hit Me and Hit Me. We did have a bit of a quick chat about this, and he did have a bit of a listen, and he's incorporated that into his raid perfectly. So he's gone in with a stone to go hog, used a jump to enter the base. Otherwise you might have to go through something like 6 to 12 sort of wall breakers and maybe not get where you want. Whereas this has got him in. He probably should have dropped that jump just a touch lower, because then he would have been able to use, you will see his golem start knocking on a wall. So the jump, if they had have gone lower, they would have redirected to that. But that's worked well with the 2 golems. 1 golem was over by the royals, and he's just used that cover really well. Brought out the hogs. Bit of bacon coming up, but not too many hogs because he was surgical on them. So poison will come out as well. That picks up the skellies, and 4 hogs was it left. He's used the wizards well on the outside. So really a really excellent attack. You can see all the storages and everything left at the end, and not getting in the way, so not really the best use of those, but a good base overall. Where are we now? We're going to go and look at Mo's. Excuse me, Barno needs to go to bed. Muzz, what did he go with? He went with Healers and Valks. The Angry Redheads, the raid that keeps on giving. The old healer raid. I love these raids. One of my favourites. I did have a fail with one this war though. So it's not a win everything raid. Be interesting to see how these spring traps with the levels are going to affect raged Valks. Obviously they move so fast. So I wonder whether they will snare as many as expected. And how that's going to work. And Jesus, how would you be if you see 6 hogs flying off to 1 spring trap? It may murder ground armies for quite a while, and these things where we're seeing expos on ground and all of those are going to change back. So Very exciting time looking towards these updates. So quite a few minions to come out to start off with. And you can see why. He's gotten rid of that wall. He's gotten rid of a couple of buildings along here. Queen loses a couple of her healers. That's just a brilliant placement. I love it. I love how he's picked where it is. Poor old Jimmy Bob, though, probably a touch early for him. Didn't manage to get the clan castle to go to the Queen either, but instead he's relying on his poisons to do the job. So well placed on that poison in the heat of the battle. And you see that second rage go down nice and early to keep those Valks moving along. Did lose quite a few Valks there. You see they hit onto that double, but there's still a good 10 or 12 left at the end there. Maybe not 12. Queen's walking around. She's still got her ability. The raid that keeps on giving. Well done, Muzz. We'll have a look now at the last one, and this is Juddy. It's not a huge base or anything like that, but you can see the air defence is just in an absolutely retarded spot. And yeah, Juddy nails him. Drops down his first earthquake, which is of course the max earthquake, keeping in mind they scale less damage with every hit, so always go your level 4 first if you're in that situation. Gets his heroes out, they take a few defences. It's a funny raid when you've got no air defence. It's like, the hounds, where do I go? So it's always tricky trying to use those. You think it would be a whitewash, but yeah, sometimes they just do real weird things. So good pick up, Judd. That was, you know, one of the trick bases. Just knock it. Not trick base, but knock it off. One hit. No fucking about. Excuse the French. But, yeah, that's it. You know, like, it's hard taking a loss. But you can't win them all. And we're looking forward to a scrim in Above and Beyond. So, yeah, it's one of those things, guys. I hope you had a bit of a laugh, because we had a bit of a cry. And now we work towards getting a nice win streak going again. Clash on.
You got his eye from across the